All I gotta say is support a family business that doesn't charge for truck parking. I mean, tell me the truth now. Well, we're at a serious moment right here. Why will you not charge these truck drivers for truck parking when every other truck stop seems to be charging?
Well, it's actually right to park where you do business. If they come in and shop with us or fuel with us, we have always provided free parking for 50 years. So why would we start charging now? We want people to come in and park with us and go to our bakery or deli or in the C-store to park safely after they fuel or whichever, or use the showers.
I love that. I love that. He's a very humble guy, and it's really amazing. And I'm glad to call him a friend. And so let's walk around and show some of these amenities.
Awesome.
Because there's the three that are big: truck parking, free parking,
lots of it,
showers,
and
hey, a place to eat, a bakery, a deli.
Yep, got it all, baby.
Let's go. What's going on with the truckers? So you guys know, with Ambis, we're on our tour. We're going to the best Ambis locations. Whoop whoop. You know what's so fun? I've had a chance to make friends with this man right here, and we're out here celebrating 50 years. 50 years, 5-0?
50 years.
Introduce yourself, sir, to all the people here.
I'm Walt Merle. Merle's at Ambis Travel Plaza, Missoula, Montana, and we'll be 50 years on May 27th of this year.
First things I want to tell you guys. All right, the bakery is freaking awesome.
Montana Bakery and Deli. Wheat Montana Bakery and Deli. For you, I have to hold the door for you. Get all of that on the thing. You're not holding the door for me. Welcome.
Hey, he held the door for me, so I got to do it back.
You're gonna turn it back.
Let's do it. Hey guys, I've heard a lot about these cinnamon rolls, so we're gonna get this.
Thank goodness we have some still left.
Yeah,
sometimes we sell out.
awesome. Yeah. So we're right here in the bakery and deli right here. You know, who are these lovely people?
We got Josh Anna, our manager, and we got Regina, one of our superstars here that are working the front counter.
What we got left? Because I know.
This is plain caramel. We got caramel walnut. We're usually caramel almond here. We got huckleberry cream cheese, regular cream cheese, huckleberry glaze, salted caramel cream cheese, and maple.
Oh my gosh. So which one is your favorite?
The salted caramel cream cheese.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
All right. You guys already know my shape is a circle. It's pretty good. Regina, a truck driver walks in. What should they try here?
For breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast.
I always say the big belt.
The big belt for sure?
That's the one with the gravy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Pick it out a little bit. See, so what they get here?
Let's see. This is a Reuben with a side of carrot. That's a hot dog. This is just a side of carrots. That one is a Headwaters, so turkey, cheddar, lettuce, tomato.
Oh, I love it. You know, so we got some home cooked options and we got some healthy options for these truck drivers.
Yeah.
Let's go. The parking is free.
Amazing and free.
All right,
Alec, no, you go.
No, look. Yeah, this truck is awesome. So, you know, for all the owner-operators out there, you're a small business too. I'm being honest here. Support a guy like this. Support a guy that wants you guys to come in. Is not nickel and diming you, you know, on every single thing. And so I just think that's so awesome. And we got to walk around because the old school travel center, the truck stop, those days are going away when it comes to a place to park, ample parking. Yeah. A lot of these new locations. I mean, this property is so unique. What are a couple of things so that these drivers can know about this?
Well, actually, Merle's Travel Plaza consists of course, the main truck stop part where you can fuel and our really cool, unique showers. We're going to go visit a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the great bakery and deli, and then we actually have food truck, pizza food truck. We have a really quiet bar and lounge here, and then the Days Inn Hotel, which we have CDL trucker rates, so we have quite a few truckers to stay with us.
The Days Inn is yours too?
Yeah, baby.
Wait. I didn't know this.
Wait.
Hey.
What do you mean?
You're being super humble. I didn't know. I didn't know you had that.
And then we also have the Taco Bell here on the property. So you can go get a burrito, or you can get a beautiful cinnamon roll, homemade cinnamon roll, muffins.
So
It's
wait,
awesome.
tell me this now.
Hey,
Tell me this.
what?
For the Days Inn,
Yeah.
a lot of times you show your CDL, you'll get nothing for it.
Wow.
Here,
Beautiful. Big discount.
What's the
best,
discount, baby?
Best price. I think it's 20%. Best price in the house.
so why
There's no lower rate because we love
Why
truck
are you
drivers.
getting
Because we love
discounts?
truck drivers. We're a truck stop. That's our bread and butter. That's been where we've been from. So we want truck drivers to stay with us because we have all the amenities for them, right?
I
Then
love
they
that.
appreciate us, right? We can take care of them in the store if they need cash advances or stuff like that, and we got all
love
those
that.
services here.
So what's the address
we just
here?
always have.
Yeah, what's the address here?
Well, we're at the exit 96 off of I-90, junction of I-90 and Highway 93. The official address is 8800
I'll put that on the screen.
Truckstop Road, Missoula, Montana, United States of America, Earth, Milky Way. Well, the story behind our showers are that I figured, actually, all the big guys, right, all their showers are all exactly the same.
Right.
So probably, 15, 20 years ago, when we laid this little highway down here.
Yeah.
And then I thought, we're going to make every room different.
Let's see what this looks like. Well, guess what room it is.
How's that?
Look at that. That's cool.
That's a commission painted. You got to get a close up of that. That's a rainbow trout.
I'm loving it. It's one.
All have their own toilet and hair dryer and all that stuff.
So how many truck drivers out there love fishing? That's all I gotta say.
Isn't that cool?
That's
Little
cool, man.
Rainbow trout action. They're pretty common in Montana.
Where's that?
Bubby. Hey. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, we're gonna guess, team, what this one is. All right, so this one, I'm thinking has something to do with mooses.
In wilderness.
In wilderness.
Kind of a cabin theme.
So this is a cabin theme right here. This is cool, guys. Let's see. Let's check
nice
this out.
walk-in shower going to
Look
the
at that.
shower.
Look at that. Look at me walking. I'm
That's
a
a
big
big-
guy too, guys. Look at this.
Look at that big old shower.
You know what I mean? There we go, baby. Let me see. All right, let's walk in.
It's completely painted, and it's got outside windows, so you got natural light.
Look at that. The garden room, y'all.
It's got a park bench.
If you guys want to get private and comfortable, garden room.
Right. This is for team couples drivers.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, big and spacious is that?
Big and spacious,
Beautiful
comfortable.
paint job.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is
Looking
our
nice.
Victorian room.
I like it.
Two-headed shower in the shower room.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's walk inside. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Besides parking, besides food options, having clean showers is always like the top one on everyone's list at the end of the day. So this beautiful man here, Walt, wanted
Not many people call me beautiful, but I'll take
wanted,
it.
wanted me
I'll take
to
it. Call.
introduce me to the person that keeps this and makes this happen. So
And he's been here 32 years. Tim's
32
been here
years, Tim?
Since 1993.
So, you know, I always want to highlight the people that do that
Tim
because,
Klein.
you know, for the truck drivers, you know, at the end of the day, working hard and just, you know, that 1% that's moving 100% of America is what I always like to say.
Yes.
These drivers come in and the thing that they're hoping for is a nice, clean shower. And so we just want to say we appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, so the big question is, all these years and keeping all these showers clean and doing all that, you know, why do you do it? You know,
I do it for the truck driver. Because if it wasn't for the truck driver, you wouldn't get your shoes.
that's right. I appreciate
If it
it.
wasn't for the truck driver, you wouldn't get your food, you know. So you gotta cater to the truck driver. Because without him, you don't get anything.
Thank you. Love shaking your hand, sir. I appreciate you. No, we're just having a good time. All right, my truckers, you already know, we got to talk to someone at the cashier because, like, when it comes to a travel center, you know, These are the people that get you in and out very quickly. And we had a great conversation off camera. And I said, how you feel about truckers? And what'd you tell me, Carl?
So considering I was raised by them,
When you say raised, what do you mean by that?
I mean, my mom was a trucker, my ex-stepdad was a trucker, well, dad. My grandparents both had a trucking company in Plains.
Woo!
My grandpa still trucks, he's 75 years old. So
Really?
it's a little scary. My aunt, two of my uncles, my mom, my sister for a little while, but she decided to have kids instead.
Yeah, I heard that.
So
So the whole family is in the trucking
the
industry.
whole family, we like third generation loggers out of Oregon too.
And now you're working for a travel plaza.
Yeah, I
yourself.
moved up here. It was just so different. It felt like I was coming back to my roots because I remember when I was a kid and it
Yeah.
was a restaurant over here. I used to come up here with my parents to visit my grandparents as they were coming through on the truck.
Yeah,
And that's some of my best memories.
I love that. So, you know, when you see these truck drivers now, like, how do you feel about them?
It feels like they're family.
I love that. No, I appreciate that. No, thank you so
Unless
much.
they're Karens and then they're just distant
Yeah,
aunts
yeah,
and
yeah.
uncles.
I heard that. No, well, thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you.
I gotta get back to work now.
Yeah. All right, so as soon as I came here, I'm always thinking of things, looking at things, and observing travel centers, and like, what the heck's unique? I'm a super big Transformers fan, all right? And I see this thing right here. I see Bumblebee right here. Okay, so what the heck is Bumblebee doing here?
Well, the story is I was out traveling with some buddies and I saw him. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I get the story on him that he's made out of recycled motorcycle, car, and semi-truck parts, and actually some manufacturing parts. You can identify a lot of things on him that are from vehicles if you're smarter than me and a mechanic. And he weighs 1,200 pounds, and we had to remodel this whole entryway space to fit him. And it's just so fun to see people come in and marvel on. I mean, what an amazing piece of art. So I love incorporating art into the travel plaza. We have other art back there. We have some unique signs there. Actually had a commissioned wood burn piece of recognizing Native Americans, because Native Americans are such a big part of Montana in the West. And it's recognizing the 7 different tribes that were in and around the area of Montana before it was a state. So we're going to be hanging that in about 2 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, one of the cool, unique stuff is when you come in here, besides the showers, you know, just the public restrooms for the men and women are so cool. And you got some really cool art.
Yep.
Can you tell people a little bit about the art in the women's room, and then we'll show a little bit what that
we
is?
spent forever because I knew I wanted something that was really cool, but not just pictures of actual things, but depicted nature and nice warm colors. So when we found that art, I was like, that's it. My Melissa, who's my ultimate dream fulfiller official, that's her title in the company, she found it, and she did an amazing job decorating both of the ladies' room and the men's room. But I'm so proud of them because it should feel good and not just clean, but you have some class to it, right?
So while I was in the men's restroom, I saw some motivation while in the restroom, and I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to talk to Walt and ask him about that. So what are these? Because while I'm there doing my business, I'm reading motivation and stories.
By me doing his business, taking a pee.
Yeah, going pee.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's why it's yellow.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit and why you guys do that.
So this all started when word processing first came out, and I took an adult ed class. And there was a great passage by Michael Jordan about fear and overcoming fear. Michael Jordan, the basketball player. So that's a great passage. And I got to typeset it, put an image in it, and all that stuff. And then I said, that's great. Let's put it in employees' paychecks. And then we said, let's send it to customers in the payable statements. And I thought, then we got some more. And then I said, let's just put them in the restrooms. And so we probably have about 40 or so inspirational and thoughtful flyers. Like this one is actually an excerpt from A River Runs Through It, which is a great passage. There's another one about thoughts for the living that came from the Huffington Post. So various things like that, and you see people walking out with them all the time.
So why do you feel that truck drivers need motivation?
Well, hey, it's tough being a truck driver out there. Number one, you're away from home. You've had probably some difficult days. And I have had a ton of people say, thanks for having this because it lifted them up. You know, we're here to enrich people's lives. And so rather than having flyers selling CBs and antennas, we have the passages that are inspirational people.
Beeline over here,
Yes, sir.
and I get it stuff here. I always came over to eat,
Yeah.
and that's where I met Sandy at, in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And pretty soon she was mine.
Where did you say that was?
77.
77.
I appreciate you, sir. So 50
we
years.
were only 2 years. We were Standard Oil still back then. Yeah.
So 50 years of anniversary of business, and my
48 years of meeting his
yeah,
wife.
48 years of you being your wife.
I knew you were way back then.
Well, I was a punk little
Yeah.
snot-nosed kid.
Yep.